The following program is intended for mature audiences.
A democratic republic of sports. The Sportsocracy with ESPN Asheville hosts Tank Spencer and Jeremy Greene.
And welcome into the Sportsocracy. I'm Tank Spencer. Jeremy Greene's alongside as always, and we are live in the Wicked Weed studio. Check out our friends at wickedweedbrewing.com. Wicked Weed Brewing, drink different. Today is day 4 of Mock Draft Mania here in the Sportsocracy.
This one's the most fun and will lead to the most times that people say the word thick.
It is the auction draft. The auction drafts are, they take forever is the first thing.
Well, we limited this one down to 12 roster positions. There are no kickers. There are no defenses. So with those things out, it should not change the pricing that much. It's going to change a little bit, but not that much.
But they are always fun, and it's all a game of strategy, trying to get everybody else in the league to overpay for the big stars while you rack up on value throughout the draft. You are going to be shocked and amazed at how much some people are willing to spend on guys like Christian McCaffrey, Derrick Henry, all of those. What?
I thought you were going to say more running backs.
Oh.
I'm willing to spend an aggressive amount on running backs.
I think you will also be surprised at how low the number is for some guys in the NFL. Last night I was doing some mock drafts just to kind of prepare for this and get my mind right for the auction, and I got Justin Herbert for $3. Thought that was
quarterbacks don't go for as much as you would think in these.
Well, that's true, but to me, when Lamar Jackson goes for $15 and Justin Herbert goes for $3, feel like I got a pretty good value out of that.
Yeah, that's fine. We do have 2 spots left in this draft. The link is in the description. I got it right today. So if you want in, the link is right there. It's the sleeper.app link. We have 2 spots left. As soon as those are filled, we will get started.
Nice. Just big news for the day in the sports world. I guess
tonight's the NBA draft.
Tonight's the NBA draft, and we've got live coverage right here in the Wicked Weed studio. You are all invited to come hang out if you would like to join us. Just drop us a line. We'll make sure you know where to come to be involved in the live broadcast tonight, as we'll be on the air for picks 1 through 60.
Yeah, and we're going to play a game tonight. It's going to be the Jeremy Greene NBA draft analysis drinking game.
Yes.
He's setting the rules.
Yes.
I don't get to see the rules. So there is no less than a 10% probability that somebody could have alcohol poisoning before the show is over.
It's going to be my job to come up with all of the phrases that we drink upon. If you'd like to help me out with that curation process, please send those to me on Facebook or on Twitter at SportsTankESPN. Or if you got the cell phone, just send me a text message as well. We're going to have a lot of fun with this tonight, and can't wait to see the fortunes change for some NBA franchises. Still holding out hope for that number 11 pick to the Charlotte Hornets is going to be my guy Kai Jones. If it's anything other than that, I'm going to be disappointed. I'm typically disappointed by Charlotte Hornets draft nights, so it is what it is.
Well, my last official mock draft is out. Those are the 14 lottery picks. We put those out on ESPN yesterday. We do not have an ESPN radio show today, so that will be that is my final lottery projection. I am willing to bet my house on the top 5, and from 6 on, it's a lot of gut instinct and shit like that. Because the top 5 is no doubt.
Yeah.
If you don't tune in until pick 6, you didn't miss shit, because it will be those 5 guys in that order. And at 6, it's going to get a little weird.
Lots of Ben Simmons talk this morning. Ben Simmons could be traded at some point today.
I highly doubt it.
You don't think it's going to happen?
I highly doubt it.
If he doesn't get traded today, do you think that he will still be a member? It's guaranteed that he will still be a member of this team come the start of the season.
I don't think he's going anywhere because I don't think anybody's going to match what they want.
They were saying they want like a James Harden type package.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. It's 3 first-round picks, 4 pick swaps, and a young player. I don't think anybody's going to do that. I would be shocked if they did.
No.
We still have 2 spots left in this draft. as soon as those are filled, we'll start. Links in the description. Just click the link, hop into those 2 spots, and we will begin.
Once again, it was a great night in the 2021 Tokyo Olympics. Katie Ledecky put it on last night in the 200 meter, the 4x200 meter relay. We were behind. USA was behind by a good margin before Katie Ledecky went out for the anchor leg and ended up taking the silver medal. I was excited about that. Saw this morning that Suni Lee has won the individual gold medal in the all-around for the USA. So, yeah, we didn't need the gold after all. Took home the gold in the individual. It's another thing that I said to you yesterday, Jeremy. It's amazing how chauvinistic I become with the Olympics. I only care about the women's events. I really don't care much about the men's events other than the basketball. But all of the swimming medal rounds are continuing in the Olympics, and I'm having a lot of fun following that along. Saw where the New York Yankees ended up picking up Joey Gallo from the Texas Rangers in a trade. So hopefully they will be able to, finish at least third in the American League East. Part of me can't believe that they were buyers coming up to the trade deadline tomorrow, but it is what it is. Anyhow, anything else? Oh, Bob Bowlesby. Bob Bowlesby from the Big 12.
Yeah, we are now no longer allowed to talk about the Big 12 or any of college football because Bob Bowlesby sent a cease and desist to ESPN.
Yeah.
I promise you we will adhere to that.
Oh, totally. Cease and desist talking about teams leaving the Big 12 because that is basically poisoning the well and ensuring the fall of the Big 12. No, Texas and Oklahoma did that, Bob. When your 2 best teams decided to leave for the SEC, that pretty much sealed the fate for the Big 12. There's nothing there to salvage anymore, Bob. And they were talking with somebody from the AAC. That's the report that ESPN did an interview with somebody at the AAC that was talking about snaking teams from the Big 12, and that's what he basically wants to say, that ESPN is meddling for their own benefit because they just signed the big $3 billion contract with the SEC for the SEC network and all of the exclusive coverage that they give the SEC on ESPN. What?
Kevin Vick said somebody sent the Big 12 a cease and desist on the playoff a long time ago.
Oh, them and the Pac-12.
Yesterday was just good and pissed off day. Between Aaron Rodgers, Sean Payton, Kelvin Benjamin, there was a lot of pissed off.
Oh, fat Kelvin Benjamin.
Yeah, Kelvin was pissed off that they didn't like the fact that he was taking food home. He got I will never understand. So the story is that the food thing was a Twitter thing that I just thought was really funny.
Yes.
The actual story is he showed up fat, and apparently he was only 3 pounds heavier than he was at camp. They apparently wanted him to be lighter to play tight end, and he did not agree with that.
Right. He came into camp at 265. They wanted him to be 251 by the time, he came into OTAs, I guess it was, at 265. They wanted him to be 251 when he came to camp. He showed up 3 pounds heavier than he did when he showed up for OTAs. What? I don't know why you feel like you're a victim in this scenario, old Kelvin.
I've been in the weight room. Will always be fat, Kelvin Benjamin.
I've been putting on some muscle. Yeah, I'm sure you did.
He's also a stone cold asshole. So don't feel too bad for Kelvin Benjamin. I know that for very specific reasons.
Nobody does. Nobody feels bad.
All right. Apparently we're rolling with 10.
All right, and I'm fine with rolling with 10.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
All right, we got. All right,
Michael Whiteside, you were the first to nominate a player.
All right, so how the auction draft works, if you're new to the process, an auction draft is you don't pick a player when it comes up your turn in the rotation. You put a player up for bidding. You nominate a player, and then the rest of the league gets their opportunity to bid on said player. There's going to be a lot of jumping at the beginning in all auction drafts to spend a whole shitload of money on these guys.
Alvin Kamara is our first nominee, by the way.
And it's already up to $63, $69. Holy
God.
smokes.
Good
All right,
Lord.
just Hammer Town, guys.
Judy chop.
Let's have it. Team 10's going to have this one, I think.
Yeah, in all fairness, the good thing is that the first two players that are nominated are probably going to go to those two computer teams.
Right.
So, then it will be a slightly more realistic endeavor.
Yeah, $73 for Alvin Kamara to me seems like a little too much. However, that is Sleeper's default projected value for it. When you have more roster spots, the projected amount of spending will go down. Somebody was asking this earlier in our little side chat thread that we have for the program of how does this work? It's showing that the max bid is only $189 right now. Well, yeah, because you have to have at least $1 for every roster spot that you have. So the max that you can spend when you start out at $200 is $189 on the first guy, and then as you spend and you start filling roster spots, that max amount goes down because you still have to have at least $1 for every guy, or every roster spot, excuse me. So Alvin Kamara went for $73. It's Travis Kelce's turn, and Flostradamus and Armchair Commentary are going back and forth. It's up to $53.
So this is where you have to go, what are you willing to do that I'm not?
56, 57, 58, 59.
No.
Do I hear 60 on Travis Kelce?
Nope. That will be where I stop. I will be stopped. I drove Armchair up to, Hot Zach's mom just came in.
And remind me
he sniped him at $60.
Remind me, who is that?
That is
Hot Zach's mom?
Hot Zach's mom is Adam Black.
Adam Black, okay.
Adam Black just sniped him. Rowan got it.
The new one.
I love auction drafts.
$61 for Travis Kelce, going once, going twice.
Got him.
And
I'll be honest with you, I'm fine with that price on him. I'm 100% fine with Travis Kelce going for $62. $61.
All
Oh, I have to
right,
nominate
your turn
somebody.
to nominate.
I have to nominate, and I'm going to nominate that one.
Now,
Christian McCaffrey.
Do you nominate guys that you want? There's different strategies.
I nominate guys that I have no interest in whatsoever. I know there is no shot I am going to spend for Christian McCaffrey what he goes for. If Kamara just went for 73, Christian McCaffrey might go for 103.
Right.
So I'm good. That's the reason I nominated him. We're already up to $81.
Okay.
Or $80. Team 10's just trying to shoot their whole wad at once.
Which, I guess there is some merit to that, of spending big on your first two guys.
That we don't have to deal with Team 10 anymore.
Although Team 10 is going to have the lockdown on running backs, because I don't think anybody's going to put a tandem together quite like Christian McCaffrey and Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, the only problem is the rest of his roster is going to comprise of, $40?
Pretty much.
So Christian McCaffrey is going to go to Team 10 because, Hot Zach's mom just came in at the last second. Looks like McCaffrey will go to Hot Zach's mom for $81.
Adam Black.
And I'm fine with that. At that price, wait a minute. Hot Zach's mom is Welch. Matthew Hoffman's Rowan 2020.
Okay.
Adam Black is Carolina guy. There we go.
Aha.
There we go. Now we know where it's at. Now we know where we're at. And today with the auction, I fully plan on just leaving the draft screen up.
Right.
For the vast majority of the time.
And that's fine. Ezekiel Elliott, as you can see, is now up for auction. $49 so far. Armchair Commentary has got it at $48.
I'm tempted to bid that. I'm not gonna, but I'm tempted.
I'm tempted to bid that as well, but
no, he's a starting running back in the NFL. You can't bid on him.
Fuck you.
And Hot Zach's mom.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, we just swoop in.
Sometimes I just want to see if I can drive the price a little bit higher on on these guys. And then that's a dangerous game to play as well. You got to make sure that if you're going to try to drive the price up, you're going to be okay with getting stuck with whoever you're trying to drive the price up on. It keeps going back and forth between Hot Zach's Mom and Armchair Commentary. It's now at $55. Armchair Commentary is laying claim to Ezekiel Elliott. It looks like that is going to be the final, and it is.
And sold!
All right, Justin Parton is now up to nominate a player. How far off the beaten path do you go with your nominations?
Depends. Depends on who I'm playing with. Like Saquon Barkley, nothing needs to be said here for me.
You won't touch it.
Saquon?
Yeah.
I won't touch
Especially
it.
when the value jumps to $66.
$65, yeah, I'm good. Team 9. You two computer teams are starting to piss me off.
I mean, they want to get, you want to get one of the top running backs in the league, so you're going to have to spend to get those guys. Hot Zach's Mom is now in for $66, which would pair Saquon Barkley with Christian McCaffrey.
That's a hell of a start. The only problem is that we wouldn't say Hot Zach's Mom again for quite some time.
Well, I mean, at that point, it leaves him with, $60 left in the bank account?
No, it's less than that. 60. He's at 66 and 81, so he's right at 50.
Okay. Looks like it's going to belong to Hot Zach's
Mom. Now has Christian McCaffrey and Saquon.
And now Hot Zach's Mom is up to nominate a player.
Let's see who the nomination shall be. Is it the guy that I will be all over or not? I didn't get Travis Kelce, so now I have to get another one of my little boyfriends.
I think I got a good feeling I know who that is.
You should have only said his name on the show about 906 times.
About 9 billion.
Hey, there he is. Now, you're going to see Flostradamus in this a whole mess of damn times. Doop. 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 Doop.
77, 79. 81.
See, this is exactly, by the way, this is exactly why I wanted Dalvin Cook to come up. Because I knew that's who you would think I was talking about, and it so wasn't.
Really?
No.
Okay.
So look at the bids here. I bid on him 106 times, I think. I can only see the last 3.
Right.
I drove the price up. Mm-hmm. That was my number one objective, was to drive the price up. Auctions are fun for me because I tend to not end up with anybody in the first round. Mm-hmm. Because I don't pay that much. I'm not willing to pay that much for a guy.
I don't either. You know me, I'm cheap in real life, and that doesn't change when it comes to fantasy
You are
football.
so cheap that you squeak. I have physically bared witness to it.
All right, Dalvin Cook goes for $83 to Michael Whiteside, Flo, Montana.
And you can still build a great team doing that. That's
Yes.
that's not a problem. It's just not how I build teams doing this. I tend to stay away from the highest end guys, and then I'll start sniping the guys like Josh Jacobs and Joe Mixon, Miles Sanders. Yeah, Derrick Henry. Here's another guy. I can't tell you how many times I'm going to bid, but if the over-under was half a time, I'd take the under.
Yeah, I just want to see my name on the screen a couple of times, so I'm just going to keep clicking that button.
Again, not a backup running back, so you can't bet on him. I don't know who this person is that's called me about 411 times, but I need you to go away!
Go away. We've only been doing this for a year.
Oh, and I got a text. I just received your request for health coverage. I promise you didn't. I'll bet you $1 million cash you didn't.
All right, 20 seconds left. I have the top bid on Derrick Henry at $55. Carolina guy.
Adam Black, I think, just came in and sniped the shit right out of you.
We're gonna blank here. He's up to $59 now.
He's at 60, which is still cheaper than Saquon.
It is cheaper than Saquon, but I'm
cheap.
I'm about tapping out.
Cheap Spencer's about to tap out.
Yep.
Yep,
Tapping
there
out.
he went.
Let Carolina guy have him.
Adam Black gets Derrick Henry for 60 U.S. doll hairs.
Dalvin Cook went for $23 more.
And you still tapped out.
And I still tapped out. Oh, it's my turn to nominate.
Yeah, you have to put up a player.
Yeah, I'm putting up a player right now. Nick Chubb.
Oh, God.
Let it begin.
Guys, I want somebody I can bet on. Because I don't want Nick Chubb.
You don't want Nick Chubb?
Not for what he's going to go for. Especially now that Team 9's in the festivities. Can we just let him have somebody? Fuck, he's got money and wants to spend it.
Team 9 wants to. That money's burning a hole in his pocket, as my mom used to say.
I will say at $51, I'm in. Well, apparently so is Tank.
Where did he go to school?
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah. Love me some Nick Chubb.
Do you love him that much?
I don't know that I love him that much. I think I do, though.
There you go.
I really think I do.
Yeah. See, that's the beauty of actually drafting with somebody in the same room is that you can just stare at him, because I panicked for a second that he was going to stick me with Nick Chubb, and I didn't want it to happen.
I'll take it. I'll take it for 57. Tyreek Hill.
Team 9 and Team 10 are just bouncing between each other. Like, we're not even here.
Let them fight over it.
Yeah, I'm good on Tyreek Hill.
It's the first wide receiver to be nominated so far.
As well it should be. I considered nominating him earlier. I will nominate receivers for the next 2 or 3 rounds.
You think he's the one that everybody will be willing to spend big on?
I think there's going to be depending. I think there could be an overpayment here. I mean, at 40, we're at 45. I don't hate that at $45. Looks like that's going to be to Kevin Vick for $45 or $44.
$40.
Sorry, I keep looking at the offer I would have to make and saying that number.
I do too.
I just have to subtract a damn dollar.
I mean, there are several different strategies that you could go at. Some people like to lay low, let everybody overspend at first, and then spend all, and then by the time the max bid comes around to like Hot Zach's mom, max bid he can make on a player is $44. So you know that once you get the rest of the league down to that level, obviously you want to be in on 1 or 2, but I'll probably be the last team to have a player on my board. Okay.
I feel very sure that I will be the last one to have a player on the team. And I'm okay with that. Unless I wind up with a player that I nominate, which is entirely possible. Oh, now we have Jonathan Taylor up for Tyreek Hill went for $47 to Matthew Hoffman, who now has Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. You need to overspend for Pat Mahomes. Just throwing that out there. Mm-hmm. Oh, Jonathan Taylor at 62.
I think that I was gonna say I think that's decent value.
I'm in.
Jonathan Taylor could have a massive season this year.
Oh, damn it! Why does that $1 bother me so much?
There were
I just that $1,
but I'm out at 64. I can't do it. There were only 4 players in the NFL last year that had 1,400 plus yards from scrimmage and 12 touchdowns. Jonathan Taylor's one of them. Can you name the other 3?
What was it? 1,400 from scrimmage and 10 touchdowns?
12 touchdowns.
12 touchdowns. Alvin Kamara.
Yep.
Dalvin Cook?
Yep.
Derrick Henry?
Yep. You got them all. $63.
Austin Eckler up now.
So now Carolina guy has done Derrick Henry and Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, he's off to a hell of a start.
$123 on the running back position, and now it's finding value for the rest of the time. And there's also some thought to that. Go hard in on the guys immediately, and then just sit back and see what falls to you.
Well, that's if people start if a lot of people start using my strategy, that's what I'll do.
Yeah.
I'll go hard in on the high-end guys and then just think I can fill the roster. Problem with that strategy is if you have one injury, your team is decimated. Looks like the Kentucky Waterfalls and Kevin Vick are going to add Austin Eckler at $51. Oh, the word tank's going to snipe it as I'm saying it. God, I hate
I couldn't even see.
That's the one thing I hate about the damn auction is that you wait until the clock burns down.
I couldn't even see the clock. I couldn't even see the clock. I didn't know how much time was left. I just saw
it's that big ass number at the top of the screen. It looks like a clock.
Well, my screen wasn't on that. Thank you.
So now you started Chubb Eckler.
Yep.
Well, I'll bet you I could take a piece of paper right now and write down what half my team is going to be, and I'll bet you I'm right.
Okay.
I want to play that game. Oh, wait a minute. I have a computer in front of me.
Yeah. Why don't you just write it on a notepad or something?
Well, because then there's, the possibility of shenanigans. I could have just, erased and shit.
Shenanigans. All right, so we got Stephon Diggs is up.
And yeah, I'm good. I'm good on Diggs. I mean, for me, there's still just a ton of quality. There's a ton of quality players left that I feel like I'm going to get at a bargain because there's only myself, Justin Parton, Kevin Vick, Computer Team 9, and Adam Harris. We're the only ones that don't have players yet. So I feel like I'm going to get some pretty good values on guys coming up pretty soon.
You will. I mean, and that was one of the things that I always like to think about in a dynasty draft. Just because you don't get in on the first 12 to even 20 players, don't feel bad because eventually the money's going to even out.
Stephon Diggs went to Hot Zach's mom. Jonathan Welch now has 3 players and $15 left. That is an aggressive strategy. It's also a damn good team. It's a damn good start, I should say. Devontae Adams up now. Diggs went for 38. I'm not going more than 40. I will bid at 37. I'm not going higher than 40. And Justin Parton just, I could go to 39 now.
Well, glad we know what your ceiling is.
The chances of that bid surviving for 20 seconds are about the same of Kelvin Benjamin turning down a pack of Little Debbie cakes.
Yeah. Well, especially after, you just told everybody what your ceiling is.
100%.
Now if you push it to $40, you know he's not going to 41. I
told everybody, all you have to do is hit the damn button. Hit the button. Hit the button. Hit the button. Oh, shit.
I don't think he wanted him.
That didn't quite go the way I wanted it to.
Yep, that was, yeah. See, again, if you're going to...
Go armchair commentary.
He bailed you out.
He bailed me out at the last second.
Like I said, if you're going to play that game, it's a dangerous game if you don't really want that guy trying to drive up the price. Oh, it looks like it's not over.
No, because I bid again.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Michael Whiteside went to 42, though.
Yep.
And it's Michael Whiteside.
There he goes. 42 U.S. doll hairs. I got an extra $2 out of Michael Whiteside.
All right, we got Carolina guy.
The bad thing is now that we're doing a video of my strategy for this, I'm never going to be able to play auctions again. Because people will figure out I'm sitting here going, hit the button. Do it.
But even if you had lost that, I mean,
I'd have been fine.
You're right. It's not like Devontae. Oh, hell, I got Devontae Adams.
Shit. What am I going to do with Devontae Adams? Well, I thought I was going to be in on Aaron Jones, but apparently I am not.
Aaron Jones currently at $46.
I'm fine.
There you go. Flostradamus is in for 47. I'm not off of Aaron Jones at all this year. I get the A.J. Dillon thing that they want to get him more run in that offense, but Aaron Jones is going to be fine.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
And the continuing connection that he has with Aaron Rodgers in the passing game, I just don't see A.J. Dillon as snaking much of that role from him. $49 seems to be where it's going to land. Excuse me, $48. Armchair. Got him. So
I got sniped for him. Son of a bitch.
So Armchair starts with Aaron Jones.
I stopped paying attention.
Ezekiel Elliott. And then Flostradamus is now up to nominate a player. Who's he going to be, Jeremy?
Patrick Mahomes.
You going to hit the button? Or?
I already did.
Oh, well, it's not doing anything on my screen. Oh, there we go. That went aggressive quickly.
That got aggressive in a hurry. Currently sitting at $35 with Kevin Vick and the
Rowan, wake up.
Yeah, Rowan,
you need this one.
Matthew Hoffman, you kind of need him.
You need this one, buddy. There you go, $40.
Secret time, that's why I nominated Pat Mahomes. I nominated Pat Mahomes to basically make this an 11-team draft for the rest of the way.
Yeah.
Because I knew either Matthew Hoffman was going to overbid for him, which I still maintain he should do. If Mahomes doesn't get to over 45, you should have him with Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. But it looks like Justin Parton is going to wind up with him.
Yep.
And I'm still, now we're down to, 3 teams that don't have players? 4. It's the first computer team maybe not. Matthew Hoffman came in at the last second. Looks like he's going to.
Hey.
I'm trying to figure out why the clock doesn't mean shit.
42.
Because the clock keeps evaporating, and then somehow they still wind up with somebody else.
Whiteside's got him at 43. And it's back to Rowan at 44. Just make him spend all of it.
44, he's still okay.
He got him.
Got
$44.
Him. That's it. So you're all in on the Kansas City Chiefs.
And why shouldn't you be?
I'm not going to lie. The thought of taking Clyde Edwards-Helaire is not eluding me.
If you're going to be all in on one
You're going to be all in on an offense. That's a hell of an offense to be all in on.
Exactly. George Kittle's now up. Current bid would be $40. Justin Parton's got him at $39. Are you willing to go $40 for George Kittle? Yes, he is. Flostradamus.
The problem is that I'm doing this way too early.
Yeah, we've tainted the well, though. We've tainted the well on the tight ends.
What do you mean that we've said you need to have an elite tight end?
Right. We've focused so much on the top 3 tight ends must get one of those that I don't think any of us have ended up with one of them in these mock drafts, have we?
I got Kelce in the first one.
Did you?
I've only, as a matter of fact, this is the 4th draft we've done. I think I've only tapped out on tight end once. Son of a bitch!
Yeah, that was yesterday. I remember you tapping out yesterday.
Yeah, I went, hey, Logan Thomas, welcome to the team.
Strange noises coming from off of set, and I'm like, what's happening over there? We're the only ones in the building, apparently.
No, it's not apparently. We're definitively the only ones in the building.
Well, you don't know that now. Now it sounds like there might be somebody behind that door.
Could be. George Kittle goes to armchair commentary, which that's a great start for armchair. You're Ezekiel Elliott, Aaron Jones, George Kittle, still have $52 left.
Yep.
That's going to be a hell of a team when this is all said and done.
All right, Parton is up to nominate, and it's DK Metcalf. How much are you willing to go for the freak? Team 9's begging for somebody.
They just want anybody. They
Just
don't care
let me have one of them. Parton's up at $34.
And there's something to be said for the strategy that I need to explain mine. At this point, I'm looking at every other team in the league going, okay, you're running all-in strategy. Mm-hmm. Because now there's only one team that only has one player. Mm-hmm. You either have none or you have 2 or more, which means there's Parton, myself, Team 9, and Adam Harris. We're all running the same strategy. So now it's a question of what can I get value for on the secondary, that secondary player market. Because there's going to be some guys in that market that go too high because there are 4 of us doing this. Mm-hmm. So now it's just a question of which one do I want.
All right, so I got DK Metcalf. I feel pretty good about my start. Nick Chubb, Austin Eckler, and DK Metcalf. But now I have to sit back for a while.
You do.
I only got $56 left. Hot Zach's mom gonna nominate, and I would say that we're definitely into that second tier of players now.
It's about that time. DeAndre Hopkins, this is a guy that I will be in on depending on the price.
Well, I'm gonna wager that's gonna go to 45.
Well, you got DK for 35, so I'm not paying more than that for DeAndre Hopkins. That's market value. You got DK, who is the number one in his offense. I think Arizona will be a more prolific offense, but they have more weapons. So I'm not going above 35. Adam Harris and Justin Parton seem to be going back and forth on this one. And I mean, I'm okay. I'm not averse to getting in right here because I do really like DeAndre Hopkins. I'm there are a lot of receivers I like in that second tier that I think I'm going to get for 25 as opposed to 35. DeAndre Hopkins to Adam Harris for 36 U.S. doll hairs.
That's not a bad pickup. I think that's right in the market value area for him. You didn't get great value out of it, but
I think he still did fine. He's a third-round pick.
Right, but I'm saying depending on how the season goes, I mean, yeah, it's right in that ballpark. He's going to be a top 5 wide receiver, no doubt. I don't care about the other weapons that are there. They're not so great that they're going to snake a whole lot of attention away from DeAndre.
So basically what we've discovered is that wide receivers that are remaining are going to stay right in that $35 tier.
Yes.
You had DK go for 35, Hopkins for 36, Stephon Diggs for 38. Then you had the 1 and 2 in Hill and Devontae Adams go higher than that. So I mean, this is, if you're expecting to have one of these wide receivers, you can basically expect that's what you're going to pay. So now it's a question for me of which one do I want? And you'll see momentarily. Because there's one that I'm going to wind up with.
There is one guy that you'll be willing to go all in on.
It's not so much all in, it's just for the price that they're going. You know, Justin Parton's he's had the high bid on Calvin Ridley almost the entire time he's been on the clock.
I mean, if you can get...
If nobody snipes him right here, gets him for $34, that puts the guy I want right in that range, and I'm okay with that.
A.J. Brown.
Tank believes he knows which one I want.
Was that right? We'll see.
I'll tell you in 37 seconds.
I was going to say, I'm not giving anything away. You actually have to hit the nominate button for it to start. All right, it's going to be. It should be a bidding war here.
We're right here at the. We're back
at the
to 35
spot. Yeah,
we're to that 35 number that nobody seems to want to go over.
Kevin Vick's in at 37. He upped you by 2. He's daring you.
Damn the devil!
He's daring you to go to 40.
This puts A.J. Brown right at the same cost as Stephon Diggs, which I don't love. I don't love that I'm having to overpay but it's not a huge overpay.
No, it's not. I mean, you do have to consider that he's got Julio next to him. And I think that will take away, that there's a potential for that to take away some of the value.
That doesn't bother me in the least with A.J. Brown. I'm just not worried about it. You got 2 receivers to keep up here. And
you got him for 38.
I did, and I'm okay with that. I'm really curious to see where this goes with Joe Mixon.
It's already too rich for my blood.
Not mine.
Not based on my budget, just based on if I had my full budget.
It's not too rich for mine. I'll go in at 44.
$44. You love Joe Mixon so much.
I do like Joe Mixon. I do. I like him a lot. He's the only running back in Cincinnati. That offense is going to be fucking terrible. I think he's going to get passing down work out of the backfield now that there's no Giovanni Bernard. Joe Mixon, this was part of a This is part of a four-pronged strategy for me of taking guys that I think go in the second and third round. I have no first-rounders, so I will have 4 guys that I value in that 2 to 3 range.
Yeah, let him
Joe
have
Mixon's the next one for me.
Yeah, let him have it. $44. Ooh, Justin Parton's up in the ante. $45 for Joe Mixon now.
I am a disciplined shopper, and I will not spend more. I was already $4 over my price anyway.
Good for you. Now it's Najee Harris's turn.
Ooh, Najee got aggressive in a hurry.
Well, I mean, I like it. I like it that way. I hate getting into the auction drafts where people dollar it to death, and it just goes from 1 to 60, but you have to sit there for 4 minutes waiting on everybody to go up $1 a piece.
Well, the good thing about Sleeper is a fantastic way to mock draft and actually draft your leagues.
Yes, it is.
The good thing about them is that the clock winds down and then it elapses. You get like a 5-second
grace period.
And then we're on to new shit.
So we're up to $47. Oh, Flostradamus has got old Najee Harris.
I might have rung the bell too early. We're in the grace period. Give me Najee Harris! Son of a bitch!
Way to go, Michael Whiteside. Flo Montana going up to 48. Will Flostradamus go after it? No, you let him go. But now that's the core that Michael Whiteside has to stay with.
Yes. So now we've got, there are 1, 2, 3, there's 4 of you, 5 of you that have 3 players.
Yep.
Another set that have 2. I'm the only one with 1. Oh, this is a number I'm really curious to see where it goes. I don't like when he got nominated. I don't like that CeeDee Lamb got nominated right here. I wish this had been later. This is a player I like. This is a player I think you can get good value on. At $20, he's the value of the draft so far.
Yes.
And I'm just going to go ahead and tell you that will not. That is an injustice that will not be allowed to stand.
Well, get him.
Now everybody else seems to want to get me in the grace period, so I guess I'll do that to everybody else.
He's going to wait till there's 3 seconds on the clock and snake it. $21 to Flostradamus. 13 seconds to go on the clock. He's going to make you pay for that one. Or make him pay for it. See how far he's willing to go. I would imagine his ceiling, he's not there yet. I can tell he's not there yet. I think maybe 25 would be the thing that could cinch it for you.
Well, Adam Harris got in with the Kentucky Waterfalls. It's now up to 25 on CeeDee Lamb. That's more where that's to me is where he should have gone. He $25. Should have been about a $25 player in this exercise.
And that's it. He went for $25, and now Michael Vick has his first player of the day. I did that one on purpose.
He says that. He says he did that on purpose.
Justin Jefferson. Wow, that spiked quickly.
That got with the business in a hurry.
$35. Are you willing to go 36? Anybody else to keep him away from Jeremy? Adams all in at 36. Flostradamus back at him with 37. Justin Jefferson is obviously one of my favorites. He's one of the guys that I got over you last year. And I think he's another one of these guys that we haven't even begun to see what he can be yet.
Well, here's the thing. You have to believe that either Justin Jefferson or Dalvin Cook's going to be top 4 at their position this year. Mm-hmm. One way or the other, one of those two things is going to happen. Adam Harris just came in and sniped me at $38, and I'll snipe back.
39. Will it go to 40? That would make Justin Jefferson the 3rd highest number.
Yep.
And you got him.
Yep.
Good for you. A.J. Brown, Justin Jefferson, that's a hammer start on wide receivers.
Yep. And now I know I'm going to have to be playing the the second-tier running back market.
Yep.
I can probably rest assured I'm not going to go Darren Waller.
But with who's out there, I mean, that's a game I would be more than willing to play. With J.K. Dobbins is up now. He's gone to $48 already. Antonio Gibson's still out there. Josh Jacobs.
By the way, the more running backs that get bid on, the more I'm realizing that the value of the draft was armchair commentary getting Aaron Jones at $48.
Mm-hmm. So we're up to $49 now on J.K. Dobbins. Flosterdamus with the top bid at 48. 49 is what it would take to take him away from him. Is anybody willing to do that?
No, somebody's going to. Every player that's hit the grace period for me has been stolen by somebody.
The good thing is you're at a point where there are a few of us that can't bid against you. There you go. J.K. Dobbins goes to Jeremy Greene.
So I told you it's a four-pronged start for me. Now I've got J.K. Dobbins, I got A.J. Brown, I got Justin Jefferson. That's three guys that I'm willing to take in the second round. Mm-hmm. I got no ones, but I have 3 twos. And now it's stacked the roster with, the middle tier guys.
Lamar Jackson is the latest player to be nominated. He's up on the board right now for $14 if you're willing to outbid the Kentucky Waterfalls.
Overspend.
I was actually getting ready to say overbid, but that's not a thing.
That's not a thing.
Yeah, overbid's not a phrase.
Yeah, those are not words. I like Lamar Jackson a lot. I'm tempted to put in a bid here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really tempted to put in a bid here.
It's just like every other draft for me. I'm willing to wait on quarterbacks to see what the value can be. I want the best value possible.
Well, I know that's where I'm going to save some money. I know that's the one place I can save money because I still would like to be in on Darren Waller.
I don't believe I've ever seen a quarterback in an auction draft go for $44 like Patrick Mahomes did. Now think about that. Kevin Vick just got Lamar Jackson for $31 less than Patrick Mahomes.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. When you take Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, you're damn near beholden to it.
True.
Guess who I just nominated? A guy that I was uneasy when he was sitting on my team for $1.
And Team 10 is going to have him.
That's fine.
Because everybody else should be off at $40, my opinion, for Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah, Edwards-Helaire is there's a reason that I chucked him out there. Man, it'd be nice if we could just elapse this clock because nobody's going to outbid them nobody will outbid them at $41 for Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
No. The thing that I like about auction drafts is the chaos involved.
Oh, it's very chaotic.
Because there's no rhyme or reason. Like you started out with the typical running backs are going to be first. Those are the ones that are going to be nominated first. But then you got people that just throw monkey wrenches into it. Not so much.
We haven't really had one of those yet.
We haven't had one of those yet, but it'll come. Darren Waller, here we go. $38.
We're 38 to Justin Parton right now. I'm curious to see if there's any more chaos coming here.
We had Travis Kelce go for 61. George Kittle went for 45.
That means right here.
This is a value.
Well, this
based on the prices
where
that we
we're
at
have. Right now. Waller's where he should go. This should not escalate much more. If you wind up having to pay more for Waller than Kittle, I think you did it wrong.
Maybe. I don't know that I necessarily agree with that. Personally, I like Darren Waller better than George Kittle. It's not so much based on production. It's just based on how
Darren Waller
on his usage, his availability.
Sure.
Okay. I think that's a pretty good value for Parton. So Justin Parton has now started off. He's got a running back, a wide receiver, and a tight end. He goes Joe Mixon, Calvin Ridley, Darren Waller. It's a solid start. Keenan Allen is next up on the auction block, $22 so far. or 21, excuse me, is the high bid.
Wow, that's cheap for Keenan Allen.
That's what I was thinking.
That is cheap for Keenan Allen. There are a lot of teams here that don't have a lot of players that should be making a run at. I would say the value on him gets into the high 20s.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hell, I've got 2 receivers and I considered getting in on it.
Right. I'm kind of shocked that the sleeper projection on him was only $20.
Yeah.
It seems like he's a little more valuable.
I don't buy into those projections very much because it's so draft dependent.
Mm-hmm.
It's so dependent on how things go. Like right now, we've got one team that has no players and appears to be very content. And there comes a point where, all right, so you got to think about, and I keep using me because obviously I knew my situation better than. Mm-hmm. We went through, 16, 18, 20 players? I had nobody. So it gets to a point of, all right, I got 12 spots. Unless I'm going to spend $20 on every player, I have to start getting in on somebody. So did I overspend on A.J. Brown and on Justin Jefferson? Maybe by a few dollars.
Mm-hmm.
That might cost me one bench guy later. But the way I'm seeing the draft, it's going to get to a point where we all wind up with the players that we nominate. So I'm going to be able to deep dive nominate those guys like Elijah Moore and guys that I really believe in
mm-hmm.
to fill out the bottom of my roster to be high upside lottery tickets.
Kyle Pitts is now up for auction. We are at $18. Flostradamus is in for 19. Kevin Vick, Flostradamus going to go back and forth now on Kyle Pitts. The ceiling for Kyle Pitts this year is what? Would you say that it's a shade under Julio Jones?
I tried my damnedest to get back
massively?
in on Kyle Pitts, but it locked me out.
It locked you out?
It locked me out. Kyle Pitts at $20 is a fucking steal.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you heard me sitting here clicking my mouse. I
Yeah.
was trying to get a bid back in on Kyle Pitts, and it blocked me off. Maybe this is why I keep getting sniped for players.
Maybe.
Because you wait till that last time, and nobody can do anything about it.
Yeah.
All right, sleeper. You bastard.
Here comes Antonio Gibson.
This is one that's going to get dumb. You mark my words, it's going to get dumb.
It should get crazy. Team 9, the computer should put a value on Antonio Gibson of like $60 and be willing to go that high. Team 9 still doesn't have one player on the roster. Looks like it's a bidding war, though, between 2 actual humans.
Me and Adam Harris.
Yeah, Adam Harris. and
have no fear. I drove the price up. I went to the point of where I was comfortable. I mean, and I'll be honest with you, I'd be comfortable at $50.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you do need a second running back.
I do, but I have. There's another running back that I want.
Josh Jacobs.
No. Because I think Josh Jacobs is going to be overpriced.
He could be.
See, to me, and I just keep using armchair because I think he got 2 of the best values. And Justin Parton did the same thing. So Antonio Gibson, who I do believe in, but I put him in that same tier. Mm-hmm. Aaron Jones went for $1 less than that. And now there comes a point where that doesn't matter. You've got to have running backs. But for me, I've already got one. So Adam Harris had to. I knew he was going to outspend me. I don't think he overspent. I just knew he would outspend me.
Well, apparently Team 9 really wants Josh Allen. They bumped it up to $28.
Yeah,
or $29.
I believe that means we have 30 seconds to sit here and talk about the Lawnmower 4.0 and our newly shorn scrotums.
Yes. The Lawnmower 4.0, it absolutely does the job. Support for the Sportsocracy, as always, brought to you by Manscaped. Check out our friends at manscaped.com. Save 20% on your purchase today by using our promo code TheSportsocracy. With that, saving 20%, you can also get free worldwide shipping no matter where you are. Not only do they have the Lawnmower 4.0, but they also have the Weed Whacker that helps with the nose hairs and the ear hairs and stuff. I had to get mine out, or I have to get mine out at some point very, very soon because I'm starting to feel a little sneezy.
A little sneezy?
Yeah, a little sneezy. When them hairs up in your nose start poking through, it's time to do something about it. And you can do it. You can get all of your important parts with Manscaped. Manscaped.com, promo code Sportsocracy. Save 20% and get free worldwide shipping. Your balls will thank you.
We all need freshly shorn scrotes.
All right, so where did we end up there?
Josh Allen went for exactly what you thought he would.
$29.
And now Julio Jones is on the board, and I'm not going to lie. If the number doesn't move, I'm going to get in. It's at $15 right now to Justin Parton, and I think it's too low.
It is too low.
But it's not going to stay. But it won't stay this way. There's no way that there's not. You look at Adam Black, who started with the 2 premier running backs. You have to at some point look at Julio Jones and go, okay, that's a value.
Yeah.
It's a value to get a guy that has that level of upside, and I can swoop in and get him, and we're all good.
Mm-hmm. It's up to $18 now. Rowan's still got money to spend. I mean, you spend a lot on your quarterback, your wide receiver, and your tight end, and Julio Jones goes to him for $18. Michael Thomas, this is an interesting one.
This is one that is going to end up with the computer because the computer will go to the projection.
He's going to miss 6 weeks of the season.
Team 9's already at $22, or none of us are going higher than that.
I'm not.
So, I mean, now you're at 30 seconds. So, hey, for the first time, we can actually we can show our faces for the first time in a while.
Hey, how
Hi,
y'all
friends.
doing? It's good to see you. We're live in the Wicked Weed studio, wickedweedbrewing.com. Drink different. Tank Spencer and Jeremy Greene.
With auction drafts, it just matters more that you see the board, so that's the reason we've had the board up through this entire show.
Of course, because you have to keep track of the pricing. You have to keep track of the clock as well. 17 seconds to go on the clock here. It looks like $22 is going to be the price for Michael Thomas.
Yeah, Michael Thomas will be going to Team 9. That kind of takes the computer out of some things. Mm-hmm. You'll see they'll probably get in on. We might be able to game the system here and throw out Cam Akers and see if it'll overbid for him. I hate computer.
I already got stuck with Cam Akers in one of these mock drafts, so I'm not doing it.
We try to be fair and leave a few spots open for people that are watching that don't get into these. So every once in a while that winds up with a couple of your spots are not filled.
Cooper Kupp's up to $20 now. Adam Harris in on the LA Ram. Between him and Robert Woods, who do you prefer in that offense?
Robert Woods. Cooper Kupp was made by Jared Goff. I don't like him as much with Matthew Stafford. Name me a slot guy that's been really elite with Matthew Stafford. Before you say Golden Tate, it was never as good as you think it was.
No. There hasn't really been one. See, that's the reason I'm so high on Matt Stafford this year, is because he's never had the weapons like he has now.
Nobody has an outside guy. I mean, here's the thing. You had 1 year with Golden Tate when he was 26 years old, playing out the slot. He had almost 100 receptions, 1,300 yards. He still only scored 4 touchdowns. Mm-hmm. So, while, yes, he did have the yards, he only had 2 other 1,000-yard years. He stayed right about that, and that's what I think Cooper Kupp's going to be. I just think the touchdowns are going to be scored by Robert Woods, Daryl Henderson, Van Jefferson and Deshaun Jackson are going to hit some home runs, and we all know how I feel about Jacob Harris.
Yeah. 2 quarterbacks in the NFL last year who posted at least a 90-plus quarterback rating under pressure and a 97-plus quarterback rating in the clean pocket. So whether they were under pressure or whether they had a clean pocket, they were good. Can you name the 2?
Say that one more time. Sorry, I was bidding on Miles Sanders.
2 quarterbacks last year in the NFL posted 90-plus quarterback rating under pressure and a 97-plus with a clean pocket. One of them we were just talking about, his receiver.
Matthew Stafford.
Yep. The other one was
Baker Mayfield.
Justin Herbert.
Wow.
That's why my outlook on Justin Herbert's career is so hot. We don't ever see a rookie come in and be that efficient in his first year. And I think the sky is the limit for the Chargers offense this year.
Well, I thought I had Miles Sanders.
$41.
$40 to Adam Harris. Adam Harris is doing the exact same thing I did. So now he's got $55 left. I've got $75 left. He has an extra player. He has Antonio Gibson, Miles Sanders, DeAndre Hopkins, and Cooper Kupp. I have J.K. Dobbins, A.J. Brown, Justin Jefferson.
DeAndre Swift is already overpaid.
Yeah, DeAndre Swift is dumb, and it's to the computer teams. There's no doubt that we will not be. This takes out Team 10, though, which I'm very excited about.
Yes.
Oh, damn it. Damn it, Vic.
He just wanted to make you be
He
wrong.
did. He just wanted to piss me off because he stole Kyle Pitts from me because the computer wouldn't let me bet on him.
DeAndre Swift at 46. That's too rich for my blood.
It was too rich for my blood at $21 from Team 10.
Really?
Yeah, I'm out. I'm good on DeAndre Swift.
Why? I mean, they're going to have to run the ball a lot. Are you that afraid of Jamal Williams?
Yes, and you should be. You 100% should be. Think about how Anthony Lynn ran the running back touches with the Chargers.
Yep.
He had a markedly better running back in Austin Eckler, to me, than what DeAndre Swift does. Mm-hmm. You don't think he's going to do that with a free agent that he brought in of his own volition? 100% he will. Justin Herbert's already up to $17, $18.
It's too high. The rent's too damn high.
I think Adam Black is bidding up the computer, which I'm a big fan
It's a
of.
bold strategy, Cott.
Yeah, because Jason Trump pointed out in the comments the computer will not pay beyond the projections. Ever. So they're probably going to walk out of here with money in their pocket, which doesn't do you a damn lick of good.
Right.
Although there is a league formation that you can do that. Have you seen that?
No.
So it's an auction where you build a 16-man team, you have $1,000. However much money you leave the draft with is how much fab you have.
Okay.
I think it's brilliant. It is
But what does your bankroll start at?
1,000.
Oh, okay.
You start at 1,000, and obviously the prices go up. Mm-hmm. But however much money you walk away from the draft with is how much fab you have for the season.
Yeah.
So if you blow your whole load, you better hope, I'm going to have to stay healthy because I'm not going to get anybody in free agency all year. I won't get anybody off waiver.
Justin Herbert just went to Adam Black for $19.
I'm fine with that. It gets to a point, I mean, you keep making a face like that.
$6 more than Lamar Jackson went for.
And that's fine, but it's at a different point in the draft. This is, it gets to a point. Josh Jacobs is up now, so put a pin in that because I need to talk to a man about a horse.
He needs to see a man about a horse. It's already up to $35. And
Fuck you, computer.
Flostradamus is going to
Hey,
make sure that the
computer,
computer
how about
gets
you go
no
get
running backs.
Fit? Oh, you're going to make me ever bid on my damn running back.
Uh-huh. Drive up the price on him.
Dee.
With Kenyon Drake being in town with Josh Jacobs, it does give me a little bit of pause with Josh Jacobs' value this year, but I still think people are underselling him. I'm seeing in all of these redrafts, I mean, he's fallen to the 4th and the 5th rounds in some of them. And to me, that's just dumb. I mean, I get that Kenyon Drake is a decent running back, and he can do a lot of things, and he's way better than anybody else that they've had in that backfield with Josh Jacobs. But Josh Jacobs, is he going to be worth the $42 that Jeremy just spent on him?
100%.
Probably so.
100%. I think Josh Jacobs has a huge year. But now I got the 4 guys I wanted. I got 4 guys that should have gone between the second round, beginning of the third. And now I'm good. My first 4 picks went J.K. Dobbins, Josh Jacobs, A.J. Brown, Justin Jefferson. Mm-hmm. Sweet. But now I have to be very bargain findy.
Well, it's not going to be David Montgomery.
No, and I'm fine
Let
with
the
that.
computer have him for $43.
And I mean, you're talking about, all right, so since the computer's doing dumb shit, we can talk about this now.
Yeah.
All right, you were talking about price with Justin Herbert. Oh, here's the thing. In auction drafts are a lot like nightclubs. At 10 o'clock, you can be a little more picky. The cute girl at the bar, there might be a cuter girl. You never know. At 2 o'clock, the alcohol stopped. Now they're not feeding make me cuter juice to anybody. So there's no new candidates here. It is what is there. Mm-hmm. So you better lower your expectations and or go home and use your lawnmower 4.0.
$43, the price for David Montgomery goes to Team 9.
Yeah. That makes me feel really good about the 42 I just spent on Josh Jacobs.
It really should make you feel good because you're going to end up on the higher side of that.
Here's how I look
doubt.
at it. I spent $2 more on Josh Jacobs than Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders, that's fine. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you're drunk. So yeah. I mean, I'm very happy.
Mike Evans is now nominated. He's up to $20. The Kentucky Waterfalls has the top bid at $20.
Yeah, Mike Evans is. See, with the way I'm built now, and the way you're built now, these are just guys that we're not in on.
Nope.
You need. Now, I'm curious if your strategy's where I think it is.
Okay.
Are you planning on filling your roster with like $4 and $5 guys?
Yes.
Because you have 9 roster spots left, $56. So you can go $5 to $6 per spot.
Yep.
Or you can go in hard on another guy.
It will depend on who that guy is. There are a couple of guys still up that could come in and I'll go, yeah, I might go, $17, $18 to get that one guy. But for the most part, I'm going to be looking for value.
I see a slew of guys that so I have $33 to your $56, but I also have an extra player. I know definitively I'm going to be going cheap at quarterback and tight end. I know that beyond a shadow of a doubt. I just look at my running back pairing and go, for bang for the buck, I am better than I think any team in this league. That's where I look at it. I spent I spent $90. So I spent 90 where my last side spent 83 on Dalvin Cook. So you can go a Dalvin Cook and I'd have to pair Najee Harris into this. So me and math don't get along. So he went $130 on running backs. If I go $130 on running backs, I'm going to wind up with J.K. Dobbins, Josh Jacobs, probably Chris Carson or somebody of the like, and another Daryl Henderson-y type. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that build. Wide receiver, I'll probably only carry 4. No chance I ever play more than 2.
Yeah.
So
I just noticed this pass button here.
yeah.
So if everybody clicks pass, will it speed up the clock?
I don't know. Let's try it.
Let's try that on the next one. When Team 9 does something dumb again, everybody click pass and see if it'll do it.
Yeah,
see if it'll go past
I hadn't actually noticed that.
I didn't either until I saw, what is this pass?
Adam Harris said he spent $89 on, went away from it. He spent $89 on Antonio Gibson and Miles Sanders, all the way in. That, to me, in an auction, is the best build. I think when we walk away from this, we're going to look at Adam's team, mine, a couple others, and go, it looked like that wasn't going to work out, but it did. And now they're competitive, and they have a better range of outcomes. Like you think about, and I keep using Whiteside solely because he's right beside me in the order here. We're at 30. Yeah, I'm passing on. Is this where we're all passing?
I'm passing. I have zero interest in Terry McLaurin for $30.
All right, we got Adam Black, Jonathan Welch, and Adam Harris who have not passed on Terry McLaurin. Oh, there goes Black. Those two must still be in.
It's probably not going to do it because we got another team. We got another computer team
that
wouldn't click it. I was just curious if it would.
I'm sure it probably would
speed up the clock if everybody else passed.
Yeah, I'm sure it probably would. Here's the thing: it's going to get real quick towards the end of this because you're going to have a bunch of teams that once you get to $4, nobody can beat it.
Oh, it's my turn to nominate a player.
It is.
Daryl Henderson.
This is one I'm really curious to see where the number goes on here.
That's the whole reason I clicked on it. Was I want to see what everybody else gauges his value as. And it stalled out at $6, it looks like.
It ain't going to stay there.
Stop that. I just got an email notification that I've been invited to join AARP. Fuck you guys.
You've been invited to join AARP, you old bitch.
You can go to hell right now. $9? Is anybody willing to go 10? Flostradamus is.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
I just still can't imagine that the Rams are just going to stick with Daryl Henderson. I mean, I saw what Sean McVay said the other day about him.
Woo!
There you go, $10? $12.
I'm okay with that.
Okay. That's not bad. I mean, it's a home run swing that you're not having to spend too much money on.
Yeah.
I mean, if he is the go-to back, I mean, Sean McVay said he will never see the field during preseason. Now, that's not a different thing for Sean McVay. He's done that with all his starters in years past. But saying that they're focused on getting him healthy for the season.
Well, see, to me, that gives me 3 starting running backs. Now I need to go through, and it becomes very imperative for me that I get my other 3 running backs should be the 3 backups for the guys that I already have.
Okay.
And I'm saying this because literally when we get to that point, this gets into nomination strategy. At least for me. Mm-hmm. If you're looking at my team and you see me as any form of a threat, you should be thinking about Jeremy's going to need Kenyon Drake. So the rest of us will probably spend $4 on Kenyon Drake. Jeremy will probably go 8. And I don't have a whole lot of money. So, you know, I don't need the backup running back in L.A. sold because I don't know who the hell it is. Mm-hmm. But J.K. Dobbins, I'm going to need Gus Edwards. I have to protect that investment because I have so much of my season hinging upon it.
Team 10 got Allen Robinson for $23.
Man, that's fine.
And now Chris Carson is up, and he's up to $24. Pass.
It flashed up the offer button for me, and I really want to know what would happen if I just clicked that. Like, hey, I don't have $24. Do I now owe the draft $9?
Can we cover this on the backside? $23 is where this is going to stay. I don't think anybody else is going to be in. There you go. Adams up to nominate a player.
Holy shit. That can't be real.
What?
Hold on. I just saw something that I have to verify.
Uh-huh. Oh, here comes Raheem Mostert. $7. Armchair Commentary's got the high bid right now. We got 2 49er fans in the group. I don't see them in here. Oh, there we go. Adam Harris is taking it to $9 for Raheem Mostert. And it's now back and forth between just the tip and Rowan 2020. 20 seconds left on the clock. $10 for Raheem Mostert. That's not bad money. I'm going to up that to 11. And there goes Adam for 12.
Dave Portnoy just challenged Brooks Koepka to a golf match for $250,000.
There you go.
Phenomenal.
Is he taking the heel roll in that one?
Who?
Dave Portnoy.
Dave Portnoy takes the heel roll in everything, which is part of why I love
That's
him.
what I was thinking. All right, Raheem Mostert goes to Adam Harris for $12.
And see, that's a good value. Now we're getting into this is where good values are to be had. Mm-hmm. There are a lot of you that still have money. Who has the most money right now? Take out the computer team. Kevin Vick still got a sizable amount with 5 players.
Dustin Parton's got 81.
For the love of
Team 9's got 83. Travis Etienne is up for bid right now. $13 would be the next bid. I'm passing.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good on Travis Etienne. I still will take another. I've got another swing in me, but it'll probably be at a wide receiver. Unless one of you nominate the running back that I so desperately need, which is entirely possible. All right, next player on the clock coming from Michael Whiteside. I'd be remiss if I didn't point out again, we will be live tonight for the NBA draft. We'll be going live at 8 o'clock when the draft kicks off. Might even get in here 15 minutes early to do a little pre-draft. We will have a drinking game that is associated with my analysis of the players that I will not get to see beforehand. So if you want a real good reason to get drunk on a Tuesday or a Thursday, we got one for you. Cam Akers for $20 to the computer. Hot. Phenomenal. I love computer teams in mock drafts. They are so smart. They are so smart. Cam Akers.
We'll go ahead and click that pass button before I get stuck with him somehow. I'll drop something on my computer and it'll bid on him.
Oh, I really wish I'd have offered $20 on him just to see what would happen. I don't have $20 to offer.
It won't let you do that.
Well, the button's been up multiple times.
Is it highlighted though?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think it'll let you do that. I really don't. All right, let's let this one pass. This too shall pass. I mean, that's just hot right there.
$20 for a guy that's not going to play all year?
Yeah. All right, we got a tight end on the board here. Hunter Henry. He's up to $8. Armchair commentary in on Hunter Henry. That's a big old pass from me. I still don't know what we're going to see out of New England this year. With Hunter Henry and Jonnu Smith, I don't know which one is going to be the most valuable.
I want to either draft both or neither. Because the only way I think they're going to have tight end one value is if something happens to the other.
Right.
And I don't hate the theory of drafting them both.
There is
until there's some clear cut what's going to happen, it's going to drive you insane.
There is one player on the New England Patriots that I'm going to have a lot of shares of this year.
Jacoby Myers.
No. Damian Harris. Damian Harris is the one. Deeper leagues, I will target Jacoby Myers because, I mean, that's just to me, that's a gimme high value or a high probability of exceeding the value when he comes up in a deeper draft in like the 19th round or something. Because he's off most people's radar. And I think he's got great ability to be the one for New England. And if Mac Jones ends up being the quarterback there could be something to that. Cam Newton remains the starter, which I don't think he will. Then I'm going to be out on the entire passing game. Mark Andrews is $22 already.
Good Lord. And by the way, you're right. It won't let me offer bids for things I can't.
I didn't think it would.
Now I have to figure out what the hell am I going to do at tight end?
Mark Andrews is not the guy. He is not the guy. If for my situation where I'm sitting at with the amount of money that I have, I can't be in on a tight end at $22. As much as you might like
there's
Mark
other guys
Andrews.
that you're going to be able to get for in that 5 to virtually nothing range.
Which tends to be, that tends to be what I have been doing more and more in drafts lately. Is that early in the drafting process, not a lot of people had caught on to the tight end advantage that you get with Travis Kelce and George Kittle and Darren Waller. But the closer we get to the season, people are figuring out, because the more and more people like you and me are talking about it, and there are articles written about the massive advantages of getting one of the elite tight ends, I'm finding myself having to fade tight end more than I want to, which does rise the value for me for Kyle Pitts, Mark Andrews, TJ Hawkinson, but they're still, to me, those are just plays that I'm not really interested in, because I think the new wide receivers in Baltimore are going to hurt Mark Andrews' value. He's still a hell of a red zone target.
He's still Lamar Jackson's favorite target.
Well, I get that. But Kyle Pitts being a rookie and me not knowing how they're going to use him, I don't know that I'm ready to pull the trigger on him in the 4th round like you're going to have to.
Oh, I am. I like Kyle Pitts. Because I think he's a wide receiver that's masquerading as a tight end.
Right. Kareem Hunt is now up on the auction block. Kyler Murray just went for $15 to Adam Harris.
I thought I was going to sneak in and get Kyler Murray, and I didn't, and I'm very sad about it.
The good thing is, I know that my time is coming. I've been sitting here with 3 players for a long time. We're not as deep into the backup running backs yet that I can start spending money.
Oh yeah, now it's officially it's running back. It's backup running back season. So
yeah,
Tank is about
Tank
to just hammer time this draft.
$16 for Kareem Hunt. I think that's pretty good value.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Did you get Kareem Hunt for $16?
No, Justin Parton did.
Shocked you didn't spend that much.
I thought about it, but there again, it's gonna have to be a very special lady for me to get to spend a big chunk of what I have left.
Man, your wife is a lucky woman. Every time I hear you say shit like that, man.
What?
She's a lady.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh. I want to do this so bad, and I'm not gonna. Chris Godwin is on the board now.
You want to jump in on him?
I do, but I'm hesitant because now he's at a price where I'm going to spend. I'll only have $30 left. And there's still just a lot of value at wide receiver out there.
See, I'm not seeing a lot of value at wide receiver. I'm seeing some.
$17. Team 9 takes Chris Godwin.
Miles Gaskin.
Pass.
Woo!
Hard
Hot.
pass.
$4. I'm out.
Hard pass.
$4. I'm out.
I can't do it with Miles Gaskin. That whole running game, I don't trust it as far as I can throw it. I feel like the Miami Dolphins need to be one of those teams that's considering signing Todd Gurley.
Oh, I'm out of coffee.
You go get you some more coffee. We're rolling along here in the Sportsocracy. I'm Tank Spencer, Jeremy Greene, and we are live in the Wicked Weed studio. WickedWeedBrewing.com. Drink different. Miles Gaskin, he's up to $13 now to Michael Whiteside. I can't imagine that's going to stretch much more than that. I want to remind everybody that we are going to be live here in the Wicked Weed studio tonight for the NBA draft. We will be doing each and every pick. Yes, if you have suggestions for the drinking game tonight that we're going to be playing during the broadcast, get suggestions into me on, we're going to be playing basically the bingo game. The bingo game of phrases that Jeremy will say tonight that will make us all have to drink. I've got some great ideas already, but if you have some, hit me up on social media at SportsTankESPN or drop them to me on the Facebook page. The whole idea here is to not let Jeremy see what the game is going to consist of so he can't taint the results. I nominated Brandon Ayuk. He is up to $11 with Team 10. Yeah, I'm going to be out on that. I will hit that pass button and see where everything rolls from there. I do this a lot in auction drafts. I put up guys that I know other people are going to be in on because I just want them to get it out of the way. I want to see how high the value can, or how high the price can get on guys that I wouldn't spend near that much money on. Now, Brandon Ayuk's not that he's not that far off at $11. But with the situation that I've put myself in with my money, I'm still not willing to spend that much on one guy. DJ Moore comes in. Let's see who ended up with the high bid on that one. Team 10 ended up getting him for $11. It's already up to 11 on DJ Moore. Team 9 again, going back and forth with Adam Black, Carolina guy, 81. Adam Black, fresh off of a trip down to Carolina Panthers training camp yesterday. I've considered taking the boys down there to training camp just so they could see what it's like. I've never taken that trip. Usually media day for all of the affiliates of the Carolina Panthers radio network is usually in the middle of the week on a Wednesday or something, and I've had my bosses go down, as worked a long time with News Radio 570 WWNC here in the Asheville area, and we are the Carolina Panthers radio network station for the area. They always got to go down. I never did. Training camp's fun, though. I spent a lot of time in my childhood. I would go down and spend weeks during the summer. Oh, my gosh. That's my phone. Scam alert. It's way over across the room. I can't reach it. I used to spend my summers down in Tampa with my grandfather who lives down there, and he would take me to Buccaneers training camp at the old Sombrero. I remember standing in line in 98-degree heat, getting autographs from guys like Reggie Cobb and Steve DeBerg, and I'm pretty sure Carolina Panthers training camp would be a lot more fun now that they actually have good players. It was a nostalgic thing back in the day for the Buccaneers. You weren't really going to see superstars, although there was one Hall of Famer at one of the training camps that I went to, and I did get his autograph. It was Anthony Munoz. He never did end up playing for the Buccaneers. I think Jeremy had to go smoke a heater. Let's see, where are we at here? All right, Carolina guy got DJ Moore for $12. Robert Woods goes to Carolina guy as well for $11. Adam Harris going to nominate a player here. Still looks like me, Kevin Vick, Justin Parton. We got more money than everybody else. So hopefully we can start winning some guys here. We've had a string of wide receivers come off the board. Chris Godwin, Brandon Ayuk, DJ Moore, Robert Woods, and now Dallas Goedert.
Old Dallas Goedert.
He's going to go to Justin Parton for $4. That's about what you should be willing to spend on Goedert.
100%.
Adam Harris is going to take it to $5.
I'm still waiting for who I'm going to take my shot on.
Have you, while you were getting coffee and smoking a heater, I was yes, I know.
I had to pee as well.
Good for you.
I drank this whole thing.
I forgot to do that before the show started. That's why I had to leave for a second.
When you ran out of the room, I assumed your geriatric bladder had taken over too.
100%.
And as soon as you did that, all of a sudden I had to.
$5 for Dallas Goedert. James Robinson is now up for bid. Justin Parton's in at $9. I'm going to be in at $10. Justin Parton's in for $11. Will he go 13? Will he go 15? If not, I'll be happy to take him. We were just talking about, or I was just talking about my days going to training camp for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Have you ever been to an NFL training camp, Jeremy?
No, training camp's not. I mean, I'm not averse to it.
Right.
It's just hotter than blue hell.
It is. It is so hot.
Hey, now we have media credentials. I might be willing to go. They might give us a fan.
I don't think they do.
Do they not?
I really don't think they do.
Oh, God. So not only do I have to show up in a suit, but I have to...
In a suit? Nah. Nobody goes to training camp in a suit.
Well, Rich Samini does.
Well, he's special.
It's also in New Jersey, so it's not like it's 9,000 degrees.
No, when
it's
you go,
still warm in New Jersey.
You go to training camp at Wofford, you better be you better be wearing the lightest polo you can find if you're going in some kind of official capacity.
I am really curious to see where this goes.
Dak Prescott?
Oh,
I'll be in for $6.
You have more money than everybody. Like, half of us combined don't have as much money as you do.
Uh-huh. All right, so it's up to $8. Jeremy, are you out? No. $9.
$9, Bob.
Armchair commentary and Flosterdamus battling it out for Dak Prescott. Need I remind you that Dak Prescott would have thrown for 6,000 yards last year had he not got hurt?
Yeah, I got Dak Prescott.
Good for you.
Let's go.
That's a hell of a gift.
Now I'm down to my max bid is $7, Bob. All right, see, this is where this is where I have a strategy that is it's a little risky, especially when I've got you and Kevin Vick that still have money.
Russell Wilson is up for grabs now. I got the high bid at $5. It's just one of these, like, if I'm able to win Russell Wilson, I'm going to feel great on the fact that I spent $7, or in your case, Jeremy, I spent $9 on Dak Prescott, and somebody dumped $44 on Patrick Mahomes. I don't feel like
that's a lot on Pat Mahomes, but again, he had painted himself into a corner.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is I don't feel like there's going to be that much of a difference in their scoring this year.
No, I feel great about Dak Prescott at $9.
You should.
Now, I'll go ahead and tell you I was not going 10.
No.
Because I wanted to leave myself with the ability to at least match an offer on somebody that came up.
All right, I got a player. I got a quarterback. I got Russell Wilson for $9. I feel okay about that. I really wanted to pair him up with DK Metcalf.
I will be really curious to see. I nominated Mike Davis. I will be curious to see where the bidding on this goes because I think it's going to get dumb. And I think it's going to be between Parton, you, and Kevin Vick. So the gist of this strategy is there are multiple people that have more money than me. I need to bring some of you closer to me. So the next time I nominate a guy, I can nominate him for $1, and I might have to go to $3, but at most, that's the most it's going to be.
Yeah.
That's why some people here start nominating guys that they really want that are cheap. Those guys end up going for $2, and you get sniped on them. You have got to, in this period, especially if you're in the situation that I'm in, I got $12 left for 6 spots. I have to throw somebody out that was going to go for $10+ Quarterbacks, that's obviously not working. So that had happened a couple of times right in front of me. Russell Wilson was nominated. Dak Prescott was nominated. It's been established that the quarterbacks aren't going to get that. So you have to look across the board and go, Matthew Hoffman has 0 running backs. So I knew, worst case scenario, I was going to take him out. Like he was going to be down to $1 guys, or I was going to get one for you or Parton or who wound up getting him? Kevin Vick for $16.
Yep.
So that brings him a little closer to me. And I may have to do that 2 times here, but at the end of the day, like receivers aren't getting the money. So now I will not nominate anything that's not a running back until the rest of you are where I'm at monetarily.
Okay. Again, it's that strategy of playing your fellow fantasy owners rather than playing the draft itself.
One of the things that is a big auction strategy for me, I don't ever want to be more than like $30 away from the rest of the field. Because then even values, I can't capitalize on them. Mm-hmm. So I have, my nomination is 9 times out of 10 a guy I don't want. Every once in a while I'll nominate a guy I want. Usually it's at the back end of the draft. But especially at this point, I'm trying to nominate somebody that gets a lot of money off the board. Because now I'm trying to get all of you closer to me. Mm-hmm. I'm one of the low chip stacks, so even values are now just going out the window. So I got to get guys to you that I don't necessarily want, but I know you're going to spend money on. Right. And now it's, and at least the way this draft is going, that's all running backs. Mm-hmm. I did an auction one time where there was not a player that was not a running back nominated in the first 40 players. Every one of us nominated running backs 3 straight rounds and got into the 4th round before any wide receiver got nominated.
Justin Parton ended up getting Tyler Lockett for $12. Now there is a...
And that tell you to me, I don't know, as I'm looking at, that's still a little high for where the money is.
Right.
There's not a ton of money out there. So for me, I look at Tyler Lockett. He went for 11. Looking at other receivers, you still got Jamar Chase, Adam Thielen, Kenny Galladay, Deontay Johnson, Odell Beckham, DJ Chark, Cortland Sutton, Chase Claypool. Half the guys I just said are going to go for single digits. Mm-hmm. They have to. There's no money left. Mm-hmm. So that's why that's why I felt good to go to the bathroom, because I won't be bidding on players at this juncture.
I thought I was going to be in on T.J. Hawkinson. I had him up to $7. I let Carolina guy have him for $8.
And that's fine.
It got to a point where I just thought, you know what, I'm going to tap out, and I'm just going to get somebody for $2.
Looking at tight ends, there's now 5 of us that don't have one. That tells me that I'm probably going to be in the Noah Fant, Irv Smith, Logan Thomas, Robert Tonyan section of the world, and I'm fine with that.
Bingo.
I wound up with a quarterback that I did not expect. I was planning on going Kirk Cousins, Derek Carr at quarterback, or Kirk Cousins, Justin Fields. So, yeah, I got Dak. Didn't cost me, didn't shoot my whole wad. Yeah, I'm good.
Jamar Chase is now available. He's being bid on currently, $7 to Mr. Tank Spencer.
Well, I was about to bid on him, but you bid more than I physically can.
We have reached Jeremy's max. And is it going to stay at 7 for me? Let's just wait and see. Few seconds left on the clock. And I'll take it. Excellent. Jamar Chase, not my favorite.
It's high upside
in the Bengals, but yeah, I just think there's so much possibility there for Joe Burrow to have just a hammer season. They have great weapons. I just hope to God they can protect him and see him out there on the field at training camp with that brace on his leg and go, see, that y'all did that. Y'all did that to him. And you're probably going to do it again.
You have the most, actually looks like it was drafted in a snake draft team I think I've ever seen in an auction.
Yep.
Not me. I have 6 players that all should go in the first 4 rounds. And I'm okay with that. Is there anybody left that you actually look to spend money on? Because I'm afraid you're going to get to that point that I usually get to where I'm like, cool, I have some money and I don't know what to do with it.
I don't know what to do with it.
Like, I guess I'm looking at like Kevin Vick. Kevin Vick's got $49, or he's got $53 left. Mm-hmm. He's got 5 roster spots. Mm-hmm. Who's left that you would actually feel, I mean, you're going to bid $15 on Javonte Williams just to be sure you get him? You get Javonte Williams and Melvin Gordon.
I don't necessarily think that would be a bad.
I don't either.
A bad option.
Especially with the running backs he has, that gives you another set.
Right.
Oh, this should take out Team 9 and we won't have to deal with these damn computer teams anymore. And that will make me very happy.
Kenny Golladay for 10?
9.
Okay. Nobody willing to go 10 on that one? You only have a few people who actually can.
Yeah, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of you. There's 4 of us that can't.
Not me. I'm passing.
I've happily passed on Kenny Golladay. Hey, if for nothing else, we took up the first half of your workday with an auction draft.
Yeah.
That's not a bad day.
All right. Kenny Golladay is off now. Devontae Smith. $4? I feel like Flostradamus should put a bid in.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I mean, there are receivers that I'm willing to throw a bid like that on.
Right.
Just not this one. I mean, I'm fine with him. Mm-hmm. I guess I'm just looking at. I would rather have Adam Thielen. I'd rather have Deontay Johnson. So if I'm gonna take my $7 shot at somebody, it won't be. It will not be Devontae Smith. It appears that Devontae Smith's going to go to Matthew Hoffman for $3, Bob.
Now, should Deshaun Watson end up there, that's going to be a hell of a value.
I'll be honest with you, a team we haven't talked about here. I look. Justin Burton's up to nominate a player, and he nominates Adam Thielen, who he's now sitting at $4 on. I don't hate his team at all. Doesn't have the high-end guy, but he's got a slew of guys that are going to go right in that meaty tier of the draft.
Right.
And he's got enough money that he can hit some home. He can hit some. He can hit some solid doubles right here and have a pretty deep team. Mm-hmm.
I don't know that I'm willing to try to push him to $10 though.
Michael Whiteside has 4 players on his team. I hate the 4th one. The first 3 are all 3 guys I would take in the first 14 picks.
Dalvin Cook, Najee Harris, Devontae Adams.
If you had to look at a team and go, that's the one, that's who's winning right now, who would you say it is?
I'm not sure.
Mine's
I would
definitive.
think that it's you.
That's who I think it is.
I would think that it's you.
That's who I think it is.
Maybe Carolina guy.
I think he's
With
doing
Derrick
very
Henry,
well.
Jonathan Taylor, DJ
He's
Moore,
doing very well,
Robert
and he's still
Woods.
got money. That's where he can. I can be caught. I've shot my wad pretty much.
Yeah.
I have to find a guy that. Oh shit! Who bids? Who bid? Which one of you?
Me.
You asshole.
Yep.
You bid exactly the amount that I cannot match. You dick.
Took you out of the running. And Adam wants him.
Of course he does. This is a guy that Matthew Hoffman should be in on aggressively. There's not many running backs left.
No, they're not.
Matthew Hoffman should be in on any running back with a living, breathing pulse.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, shit. Damn the devil.
I thought I had it at 10.
Oh, damn the devil.
I thought I was the one in at 10.
Yeah, now
Damn it.
Adam Harris is now definitively
the winner.
Not definitively the winner, but he's in the conversation. I would say right now it's me, it's Adam Black. I would say it's Adam Harris. You have enough money that you're still in the conversation. Mm-hmm. The 2 computer teams suck something outrageous. And then the 2 outliers are Flo Montana and Hot Zach's mom. Because if those 2 teams add dollar players that are really then those teams could be really good. Because you're going to get dollar guys here. Oh, my good Lord. What?
Rowan's in at $8 on Michael Carter.
And that's probably, he's a Jets fan too, so I get it. You're going to want Ty Johnson for $1 to back him up. That's one that I'm really all in on the handcuff.
And he gets him for $8.
Kevin Vick said I'm going to take my extra money and go to lunch.
If only it worked that way. I would just wait and spend $1 on everybody.
Well, that's where we're getting to.
Take the rest and hit the buffet.
I mean, there are 2 teams left that have more than $26. There's only 4 of you that have more than. Oh, Leonard Fournette for. Oh my God, Leonard Fournette's going to go for a bag of.
Yep. That bag. Pass. That's the one guy that I think is way overblown this year. And that's saying something because he's not even like highly ranked.
He's not even full blown. He's semi-blown.
Teased? Is that what you would call that? Is that?
It's all dressed up, nowhere to go.
A Carolina guy's going to get him for $4 though.
Yeah, I mean, and I can't hate on that. By God, if we're looking at the flex spot, I feel tremendous about my flex spot.
Daryl Henderson.
Mm-hmm. I feel quite good about that.
I think there's definitely some merit to that.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
Well, you knew you weren't going to get him. You knew it wasn't going to happen. Especially not for less than $7.
I just keep clicking offer $5. Like, can I offer my 5 again? Can I offer my 5?
I mean, that's the best you could do. Is $7. You knew you weren't going to be in on Javonte Williams for that.
Yeah, by God, the next one I want, I'm just leading with $7. See, one of you fuckers go 8.
That's all it takes.
This is the helpless part of the draft where you're like, oh, 7? Oh, I can't do more than that.
Right. I mean, I just want to see how high this will get. Hopefully, we've hit our peak. Thank you. Thank you. All right, I got Javonte Williams for $13.
My turn to nominate one. There you go, Dick. It's good for the goose, it's good for the gander.
$6.
Oh, shit, I don't want to spend my $7.
Come on, mate. I'm going to make you pay $7 for him if you want him.
I don't want to spend my $7th. Somebody else, please bet on him. Matthew Hoffman, why are you not in on this guy? You need a running back.
Shut up, Jeremy. Maybe he's not paying attention.
I need somebody to bet on him. Damn it, this did not work out the way I wanted it to.
Oh.
Thank you. Thank you, Adam Black.
Heck.
Adam Black just swooped in there and sniped the shit right out of you, didn't he?
He did.
You didn't even notice it.
$7.
Already done.
I did. I noticed it.
I just didn't care.
I just didn't care. I mean, I like Chase Edmonds and everything, but I'm not going to lose my mind if I don't end up with him. He is a highly volatile player.
Yeah, you should still have spent that. You should have gone $8 on him, especially if you're going to get 4 on Ronald Jones.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't give you the rest of what's in my coffee cup for Ronald Jones.
Why?
Leonard Fournette.
Don't care.
And it's not a good running team anyway.
Don't care. He almost had 1,000 yards last year.
Yeah, he didn't.
And he's going to do it again this year.
Yeah, he didn't make do.
And he can hit home run plays. Again, I think everybody's just swayed.
Good Lord. Ronald Jones had 4 games over 100 yards last year.
Yep.
He had more than 66 yards in 2 others. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Mm-hmm. There was a lot of flux in that backfield.
God, a 9, a 23. Yeah, that's a you can have all him you want.
Well, I took him. I took him for $6. And I'm fine because I feel like that's a solid double play if we're using the baseball references. Matthew Stafford for $7 if you want him. Justin Parton's in on him for $6.
Yeah, I'm good. Quarterback at this point, I can have a quarterback for damn near anything I want.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get a slew of starting quarterbacks in this league that are $1.
Which Aaron Rodgers is one of those.
Uh-huh.
That's insane.
You won't get him for $1. I can tell you that much for damn sure. Hey, on the bright side, the fact that this draft's going to take 11 years, it just adds up, a lot of watch time. It's going to look real good for the channel.
Absolutely.
And we have the draft tonight. It's going to be a good day for the channel.
It's going to be fun. We got to wrap this up because I got some work to do at the house before I come back for the
well, you got
draft
you got a whole 8 hours before we go on. So.
Oh, I got a big old mess to clean up, though. The damn freezer went out in the garage, and it's leaking nastiness out into the garage floor.
Because you put fish in it.
Oh. Which I knew, but
God, your house smells like the
you...
Kardashians' house now, doesn't it?
Oh.
I killed him when he thought he couldn't. When he thought no one could see him.
Woo! Woo!
That boy ain't right.
Oh, I love it. I love it so much. Oh, Deontay Johnson is now up. So $6 did get Matt Stafford to Justin Parton. Oh, shit. Yeah. You're going to make me do that. Bad doggies.
Ooh.
Bad doggies.
Deontay Johnson. That's actually a pretty good value.
If I can get him for $10, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. See, I feel pretty damn good about my team. I'll be honest with you.
You should. Your team's pretty good. I would say now you're up in that high end tier. By the way, I'm going to put all these out on Facebook over the weekend. So people have wondered why these teams haven't come out, because the graphic takes a hell of a second. Not a long time, but it takes a minute. And having to do 12 of them, because Sleeper does not give you this sweet little printout where you can go, hey, look, this is all pretty. I can just copy and paste it. I don't get that. So I have to put them in manually.
Jalen Waddle, he should go for more than $3, shouldn't he? You don't think so?
I mean, I'll throw $3 at it. There it went. Bye.
Bye. Now you're out.
Now I'm out.
Can't go
not really because I want to, but because I don't have much of a damn choice.
Well, do you want to spend that kind of money on a guy who may not have an actual quarterback?
No, I mean, at this point, I'm still, there's so many receivers out there. At this point, I'm not spending more than a couple bucks on any receiver. And I need some depth. I have 3 running backs, 2 wide receivers, and a quarterback.
Hot Zach's mom gets Jalen Waddle for $4.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
It's a good value.
Kevin Vick is this is about to be the Kevin Vick Memorial Draft. Because he is going to have the ability, him and Justin Parton will be the only ones that can bid more than $10 on anybody. Oh, Laviska
Shenault. I threw that one out there just to see if he would entice you to spend some of your money that you have left.
I think he chose the wrong one. There are several guys that could do that. I don't think he's the one.
Okay. I just know you're very, very high.
I am. Mainly, I want to see Kevin Vick's roster spots come off so I don't have to deal with his fucking money anymore.
Well, I think he's going to get Laviska Shenault for $5.
It's fine. Kevin Vick's going to be buying lunch because he is not spending all of that. I can tell you that pretty definitively. I want to see him go $26 on Tim Tebow.
He's not going to do that.
I do that sometimes just to be a dick.
What, just spend way too much
when I'm Kevin
on somebody?
Vick and I wind up with too much money, I'll just throw out bids of, I'm putting you on the clock as a bid that none of you can match.
Nice. Laviska Shenault went for $5 to Kevin Vick.
Oh, hello.
And now Melvin Gordon is available. And he's up to $8, and I'm out.
I'll shoot my shot on Melvin Gordon.
There you go. You only need to make a $1 bid here on Melvin Gordon.
You just got to get to $8, and Jeremy's out. So.
You got to hit that offer button because Jeremy's not going to be able to match it. He could be yours for the low, low price of $8.
Nobody seems inclined to.
No.
And I'm going to be honest with you, I really don't get that.
I don't get why Kevin Vick's not doing it.
I don't either.
Kevin has 2 running backs, DeAndre Swift and
Woohoo!
Mike Davis.
Melvin Gordon's mine, bitches.
Good for you.
Now I only get players I nominate. I am down to officially, I am the first one that can only bid $1.
$1.
So, I'm pretty irrelevant.
Oh, that did something for my soul just to hear you say that. I think it's the first time I've ever heard you say that.
Look at my team. I think I'm fine.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, I think I'm doing just swift.
You are. You're doing fine. Now, you're going to need some wide receivers, but
it's fine. I'll nominate them.
Sure. Once you get down here, you're going to have the ability to get who you want in the later rounds, and I'm just going to make sure to nominate Elijah Moore before you can.
Why would you do that?
Because I like to see you squirm.
Why would you take my friend away from me?
I picked him up in a dynasty league the other day. Felt very, very happy about that.
Kevin said Kevin had his boss at his door. He did not have the. He had the desire, but he didn't have the ability.
Juju Smith-Schuster comes off to Justin Parton, $6.
That's good value. Mm-hmm. We're almost to the point of the draft where you're going to be able to just nominate a guy, and hey, he's yours.
Because nobody else is going to be able to.
Because nobody has any cash.
Michael Pittman's up to $7.
This is the guy that gets people's pickle tickled. Huh.
Well, I mean, he proved a lot at the end of the season last year. He started to come on, and now he's, now with Carson Wentz in the building.
I'm a big fan of Michael Pittman. You know that.
Oh yeah, I mean, he was one of your sweet little gets last year. But I'm just saying, I'm not shocked at all that with the little money that people have left, he's a guy that they're bidding on. Looks like Adam Harris is taking it to $7 now. And he got him for $7. So his wide receivers now are DeAndre Hopkins, Cooper Kupp, and Michael Pittman. He's got a running back core of Antonio Gibson, Miles Sanders, Raheem Mostert, Damian Harris. Dallas Goedert is his starting tight end, and Kyler Murray at quarterback. Definitely one of the strongest rosters in this league. Oh, and there's Ty Johnson. We're going to let Rowan have that for $1.
I don't have a choice. He nominated him, which means I can't have him.
Well, he's taking your advice. He's got Michael Carter, so he's gonna get the 1A. Or is Michael Carter the 1A?
Carter's the 1A.
Carter's the 1A, and Ty Johnson's the 1B.
I feel like that gives you a lock on the Jets running game. And a lot of people say, oh, why would you want that? Well, you do have a rookie quarterback that's going to be coming in a few days late to camp. It could very well be a run-heavy offense early. The schedule's not ugly early. I don't hate that strategy. I like having a corner on whatever. I like having especially in an auction, I like having a corner on whatever team it is that I've invested my dollars into.
Well, Mike LaFleur, he ran the ball just fine with San Francisco.
Secret time about San Francisco? In the time Kyle Shanahan's been there, they've never had an RB1 or 2, ever. They've never had a top 24 running back in fantasy football.
I think a lot of that will have to do with
Carlos
injuries.
Hyde was the last top 24 running back for the San Francisco 49ers.
I mean, as bad as they have been with injuries, I'm not surprised by that. Now, had Raheem Mostert been able to have a full season as the number one guy, I think he's got the potential to be a top 15 running back.
And that's how I feel about Michael Carter, too. I just feel like Ty Johnson's going to get carries, especially early.
Armchair commentary looks like $2 on Joe Burrow. I don't think anybody's going to outbid you for that one.
Poor Mike Whiteside nominated him because he just wanted a quarterback.
Armchair does have a lot of work to do here. Ezekiel Elliott, Aaron Jones, Keenan Allen, George Kittle, Hunter Henry. He's going to get Joe Burrow here, but that's the entire team. You still got a starting wide receiver spot to fill.
I mean, but look at the receivers that are still out there. If you're going to need anything right now, you still got DJ Chark, Cortland Sutton, Chase Claypool, Deebo Samuel, Robbie Anderson, Brandon Cooks. That's if you were going to need a position right now, that's the one to need. In all honesty.
Carolina guy nominates T. Higgins. Team 9's already in for $2.
$2 US.
Armchair's going 3.
I thought I had limited this draft to being like 2 hours.
Yeah, you didn't.
Missed it by that much.
Well, that's the problem. Once you when you have this 60 seconds per pick, it doesn't take into account the number of times that the clock has to restart.
Well, the clock doesn't restart.
Well, no, but it goes back, 10 seconds? So if you get it in the last 3 seconds, it goes back to 10?
Well, somehow I screwed something up because it was supposed to be a 10-second nomination period and a 30-second clock, and I don't know how it ballooned up to 60, but somehow it did.
Yeah. $4 for Carolina guy on T. Higgins.
It's a solid value at this point. I can't complain about that.
You're nominating.
Oh, I'm nominating.
So who am I going to steal from you here? Just because I can.
It's because you're a dick.
Oh, he's got Josh Jacobs. He's going for the handcuff.
See, for you, this is like the Mexican standoff because I know you hate Kenyon Drake.
Oh, I'm passing. Kevin Vick did my work for me.
Yeah, Kevin Vick. Oh, shit.
Kevin Vick did my work for me. Which, I mean, $3 on Kenyon Drake. If something were to happen, God forbid, to Josh Jacobs, Kenyon Drake becomes
the guy.
Yeah. He becomes an automatic, should have been, a $20 back.
See, I probably overloaded my apple cart when I took Melvin Gordon. I should have saved those dollars for Kenyon Drake. But at the end of the day, I just think Melvin Gordon's so much better at running back. And if he wound up on another team, and I've heard that is a possibility, Melvin Gordon was one of those high upside plays that I think I could end up trading for 2 or 3 players down the line. And in auctions, I know I say not to do that in snake drafts. In auctions, you can 100% do that.
All right, $3. Kenyon Drake goes to the Kentucky Waterfalls. Let's see, he's still got 3 spots to fill on his roster.
Yep, and he's going to walk away with a shit ton of money. And his roster's not bad. He got some hellacious values. Hey, that money that I gifted him since the computer locked me out of Kyle Pitts, that's what he still got left.
Yeah. Chase Claypool at $4.
See, now if I'm Kevin Vick, I'm zeroing in on, with the money he's got, nobody can bid more than $14. Mm-hmm. Well, Justin Burke can do $16. I would literally bid in whoever it was I wanted. I would throw out for $16.
Yeah, because nobody can beat you.
Well, I might not do that now, but I would. With 2 players left, I would certainly do that. Mm-hmm. Because my $16 is going to get. That will definitively get me who I want. There's no way that anybody else can snipe me.
Armchair commentary and Carolina guy going back and forth on Chase Claypool. And it goes to armchair commentary for $5.
$5 US.
And here comes Zach Moss, who's the guy you want in Buffalo.
Man, I'd like to bid $2 on him.
But Justin Parton and Team 10, well, he's already Team 10's out of it.
Man, I'd like to have bid $2 on him. That would have made me real happy.
I have been kind of surprised that Aaron Rodgers has not come up on the board yet.
Well, you got to think there's still 3 teams that need quarterbacks.
Oh, I get it. 3 teams still need quarterbacks, and Aaron Rodgers is still on the board. Somebody's going to get a hell of a value out of that. But for Zach Moss, I'm not there. I just can't get there. Him and Devin Singletary, that's a backfield that I don't want any part of. Especially for $10 or $9 that Justin Parton just got him for. Hot Zach's mom nominating a player now. And there's Aaron Rodgers. And I guess that's the one that Michael Whiteside was waiting on. He's up to $4. For Aaron Rodgers, 48 touchdown passes last year for Aaron Rodgers. There were only 3 quarterbacks in the entire NFL that threw 40 or more touchdowns last year. It was Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, Tom Brady. At some point, you're expecting that Father Time is going to come for Tom Brady, but I keep telling you, I don't think it's going to be this year. I think he's going to be a guy that is going to he's going to go out on his own terms. And I'm not sure exactly what that means. The way he keeps talking, he wants to play more and more and more. And Carolina guy got Aaron Rodgers for $7, which now gives him Aaron Rodgers and Justin Herbert. That's a hell of a quarterback room. Kevin Vick's turn to nominate a player. By the way, $7 for Aaron Rodgers is stupid. That is a great value because he is definitely going to be on Fuck You Tour number 2. Yesterday, I had no problems with anything that he said. He did his press conference and he laid it all out there. I am curious if he, if he said, hey, by the way, I'm getting ready to go out and do this press conference, Brian Gutekunst, and you're probably not going to like what I have to say. I thought what he said was very respectful. He did it in a manner that was not like, oh, these guys are fucking idiots. It was, look, they haven't consulted me, and I feel like I've been in Green Bay long enough where I should be the guy that's helping to recruit other players. I can't blame him for that at all because I think he's absolutely right. If there's somebody that's going to convince a free agent to come to Green Bay, it's going to be Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, I don't know how long this comment came in on the YouTube stream. Patrick Holt, yes, we are still live. The auction draft was definitely an undertaking that we were not expecting. $6 for DJ Shark. Oh, it's my turn to nominate somebody. All right, here we go. Cortland Sutton. Have at it. Yeah, that's not happening, Team 10. I'm definitely not letting the computer end up with that guy. I might be putting too much stock into Cortland Sutton and what he's going to be able to do this year. I still feel like he is the guy to have for the Denver Broncos. Jerry Jeudy struggled a lot with drops last year, and I'm going to take the I'm going to take the opportunity. Yeah, Jeremy had to take another smoke break, so we're just rolling along here.
What they asked Jeremy?
Patrick Holt said, "Did Jeremy split?"
Jeremy
No. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers did not blast the organization yesterday. He was just very open and very honest.
No, he blasted him.
No.
Yeah, he blasted him.
No, if he wanted to, he could have gone scorched earth and said all these guys are friggin' idiots, but you don't have to do that. I think everything that he has been saying, he's right. His opinion should be valued in that organization, and it just has not been. All right, I got Cortland Sutton for $4, which makes me very, very happy. Deebo Samuel is up to $4 now with
Flo Montana.
Flo Montana still got quite a bit of work to do.
Yep. Yeah, when you and Kevin Vick fill out your rosters, you will basically be taken out of the scenario, and it's going to be like 6 of us bouncing back and forth just nominating people going, hey, that's our guy. Turns into a snake draft.
Right. And then I'll get to go take a cigarette break, and you can entertain the masses by yourself.
100%. Just getting everybody ready for tonight because it's going to happen a lot.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is, especially if we're going to be playing the drinking game.
Hey, the good thing is I now live 45 seconds from here. So
it's a short Uber ride, is what you're saying?
Yeah, it's a $2 Uber ride. I don't even actually have to get in the car. I could just ride on the roof.
Unless Chief Zach shows up, and then maybe you'll have an escort.
Hey, even better.
I mean, a police escort, not David Zach doesn't bring those escorts with him when he comes.
100%.
Just wanted to clear that up.
Yeah. David Zach lives by.
We don't want to start any rumors.
Yeah, he lives by a very simple mantra: don't do crimes, and we're fond of that.
Deebo Samuel goes for $4 to Rowan. The Kentucky Waterfalls gets Noah Fant for $6. And now
Kevin Vick is officially to the I'm here to get high and.
Why is this not updating?
Pull escorts, and I'm all out of weed.
There we go. Adam Harris puts Tyler Boyd up for auction. Flo Montana is in.
I just want to state for the record that the current max bids are, I'm at $1. There are 1, 2, 3 at $3, 2 at $4, 1 at $5. Justin Parton's at $8. Hot Zach's mom and Adam Harris are at $4. Kevin Vick's at $38.
He's got 2 spots to fill.
And I don't know who he's going to fill them with.
Well, let's just look here. He needs a running back.
Oh, yeah, find one of those.
Devin
Singletary? Yeah.
Trey Sermon.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be a bad.
You can nominate Trey Sermon for $14. Like, hey, he's mine now.
You should. I mean, when you've got that money to spend, find your guy, get him any way you can. Hey, you can have Todd Gurley.
Woohoo! He's not on a team.
He will be at some point. just don't know where that's going to be.
We have 4 teams that are within 3 players of filling out their roster and 2 others that have 9 players combined.
J.D. McKissick.
Aggressive PPR running back.
There you go. Who's got Antonio Gibson?
Adam Harris, who just bid a second dollar, and that will probably take J.D. McKissick.
Yeah, that's enough. And now we've run through the value of J.D. McKissick.
Yeah.
I mean, I get he gets targets in the passing game and whatnot, but I just can't see him having a major role. Barring injury, of course, which is one of the things that you start planning on this late in the draft.
Even with injury, they'd run Jared Patterson as the number 1 running back. J.D. McKissick would still be the spellback.
Yeah.
He's not running between the tackles no matter what happens. Oh, Matt Hoffman came back and just stole him away anyway.
$3. $3 whole for J.D. McKissick. Now we're to Flo Montana, who needs a quarterback. Will he nominate one? No, he will not. He will nominate James Conner. And quickly, Team 3's like, I'm all over that James Conner business. Let's do this.
Give me all of that.
Yes.
Somebody, please, God, bid. Kevin Vick bid $11 on James Conner.
Why?
Get him for more than I gave for Melvin Gordon.
Just let Team 10 have him, and we can roll along. The Arizona Cardinals are one of those teams that they have a really interesting fantasy playoff schedule. One of the reasons that I'm in on Arizona Cardinals players is that by chance I make the playoffs, I'm going to have the ability to score some points late in the season. Now, I mean, there's Detroit and Dallas and Seattle at the end of that schedule. The Colts are there as well, but I still think they'll be able to move the ball against the Colts, especially through the air. James Conner, $3 to Team 10. Mike Gesicki is up to $3 now, Carolina guy. In on a tight end. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 teams that do not have a tight end yet. I am one of those, but I am not interested.
I'm okay.
In Mike Gesicki.
Yeah, I'm okay. I will wait to take my dart throws until none of you can match my bid.
Okay, Mike Gesicki, off the board, $4. Flo Stradamus, you are up to nominate.
Nominate a player. Hey, this guy's a living, breathing running back. Boop, boop.
A.J. Dillon. Armchair wants his handcuff for $2. I don't believe I'm going to let him have it for that. And he will be mine for $3. Oh no, Kevin Vick is like, no, that's not happening. $5 takes me out of the running. Good job, Kevin Vick. And now, okay, so he did get him. All right, my screen flipped. so Kevin Vick can spend $34 on his last player. Jarvis Landry is now on the block. The bid is $3 by Team 9. Do you think this is a bounce back year for Odell Beckham Jr.? You think he's going to be able to?
I like him this year, especially for where he's being drafted and projected and things like that.
Right. I think people are underselling the wide receivers from Cleveland. You can get Odell Beckham Jr. and Jarvis Landry pretty much right in the same area. I will agree that the upside is higher on Odell Beckham, but it's just it's that stat, the stat that keeps poking out to me on Baker Mayfield with Odell Beckham Jr. That let's see if I have it pulled up here so I don't just completely butcher it. Baker Mayfield has a passer rating of just 72.4 when targeting Odell Beckham Jr. in their 2 seasons together. That goes to 89.9 when targeting any other player since 2019. They have not had the connection together. Odell Beckham Jr. coming off the injury, the fact that he is just a diva among divas, and he'll never shake that. I don't think he's got the ability to mature enough to go, hey, you know what? When I don't demand the ball, we're a better team. I don't know that Odell has that in him.
I don't know that he has the cachet to do that anymore.
But he thinks he does.
I don't know that he does.
Okay.
I mean, you got to say, at some point you get self-serving and all of those things where you got to protect your own. And he's got to protect that next bag. Because he's going to want to get paid again. And right now, he's at 30 cents on the dollar. So he's got to do something to make it to where he can get paid again. Mm-hmm. And a 1,100 yard year, 8 touchdowns probably does that.
Yeah.
Because we all know the talent's there.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I know. I couldn't help but do it. Tom Brady.
Oh, good Lord.
$3. Now, see, if Kevin Vick really wanted to be mean, he could just come in here and snake him from me. Mm-hmm. But he's not gonna. He's gonna let me have it. Thank you, thank you. I will take Father Time. And Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, he just nominated him and said...
well, he bid $12.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. He nominated and said, bye, bitches, I'm out. So that now means any bid that gets passed, if we pass on guys that we can, if we pass on guys that we afford, they will immediately go to the player that... If you can afford a guy and you pass on him, he will go... You know what I'm trying to say. I don't know how to make the words come out of my mouth.
Robert Tonyan. I want Robert Tonyan.
Yeah, you don't have any money.
I want Robert Tonyan.
Yeah, but you don't have any money.
Bastages. Fargeneisols. You've never seen that movie, have you?
I don't have any idea.
Johnny Dangerously?
No.
It's got Batman in it.
Does it have real Batman or the actor that played Batman?
It's got the actor that played
Yeah,
Batman.
that doesn't count.
Michael Keaton, that's one of the funniest movies of the 80s. Jerry Judy's now up. Carolina guy. I won't forget that, Adam Black. Snaking Robert Tunyon from me. Jerry Judy. He's a guy that should be. You should have to spend more than this on him.
One would think so.
That's a hell of a pick. That's a good pick, boss man.
For the computer team?
Yep.
Yeah.
Where are you at in your roster construction? You still have, oh, geez.
I have 5 open spots.
Damn, son.
That's okay.
You got a lot of work to do here. It's 12:30.
Yeah.
Auction draft?
Take
Bad idea.
forever. They take forever.
Oh, God bless you all for hanging in with us here in the Sportsocracy, though. Be sure to like, share, and follow the Sportsocracy on all of the social medias. As always, we are live from the Wicked Weed studio, wickedweedbrewing.com. Drink different. I feel like we should do a legal ID or something. We've been on so long.
Yeah.
We need, we've got to reset before the FCC kicks our ass for not putting the license out there. Trevor Lawrence, Flo Montana, going all in on the rookie quarterback.
And by all in, you mean $2.
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is he doesn't have a quarterback right now, and Trevor Lawrence is the guy.
Yeah, but I mean, there's still more quarterbacks out there.
Of course there are. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's about 5 that I'd be. Yeah, he's okay. He's not in a bad position. There's still some quarterback worth having. Hot Zach's mom.
He has 4 players.
What's the dealio there? Oh yeah, I forgot. He spent $100 billion on running backs to start the draft,
And a receiver.
and a receiver, and then had to disappear. I don't think I've ever seen that strategy before.
I have. There's always one that does that.
Of just,
There's always one that does it.
I'm gonna go ham sandwich on 3 players, and then the rest of the draft, I'm just gonna sit back and wait, and then nominate my guys when everybody else is done. That's an aggressive strategy. Either that or he just went to sleep. And that could be a possibility as well.
Yeah, because I'm not far from it myself.
Well, I'm just going, please give me one more player. So Trevor Lawrence went to Flo Montana, then Russell Gage after that to Flo Montana as well. Armchair Commentary is up to nominate a player.
I would say we're officially to the point that we can continue the draft, but we don't have to continue it on air.
Oh, I'm all about that. If that's how you want to do.
I think that's where we're at.
We get.
We'll finish the draft.
Be willing to declare Hot Zach's mom as loser of the draft?
No, I mean, it depends on how the team gets filled. Very, very, very top heavy. I would say there's several of us contending for best in draft.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we'll continue this. We'll throw the rosters up online later, and we'll be here tonight for the NBA draft.
Absolutely. It's time to go clean up the garage, and we will see you tonight at 8 o'clock right here in the Wicked Weed studio. Again, if you'd like to come by and hang out with us tonight, have some brews, we'll watch some NBA draft, have a whole lot of fun, and cut up here on the YouTube. You're more than welcome to come on by. We'll be here in the Wicked Weed studio. Check out our friends at wickedweedbrewing.com. Wicked Weed Brewing, drink different. If you just want to drop by and bring us snacks, we're always down for that.
We like snacks.
We've had Justin Parton, Kevin Vick. We had a whole lot of support during the NFL draft. My wife did say she's not going to buy 7 million chicken wings for us tonight like she did the last time.
By God.
We ate on those for 6 days. But it is going to be a good time. Check back in with us tonight right here in the Sportsocracy. YouTube.com/the Sportsocracy. Follow, like, and share on all of the social medias. And no ESPN Asheville show this afternoon. We will be back to normal schedule tomorrow on both this show and the ESPN Asheville show. In the meantime, we will finish up this draft. Over the weekend, Jeremy's going to put out the polls and such to see who won each and every draft that we have. We have the faves and fades videos going out as well over the next few days. So be sure to share those out with your friends as well. Watch them, like them, help us get the help us beat the SEOs on that one. I'm Tank Spencer. He's Jeremy Greene. We will see you next time right here in the Wicked Weed studio.
Thank you.